Infuse yourselves with the powerful. You aren't stupid. You know exactly how you want to feel inside on a daily basis. You know what you want to experience, you know what you want to listen to. You know what type of energy you want to be around. The relationship. You know how you want to feel in your relationship. You know you should be prioritizing yourself. Instead, you've subscribed to mediocrity. You subscribe to bare minimum. You subscribe to survival. And it's time for you to unsubscribe. It's the end of the year. Everyone's doing the new year, new me. You've even thought about doing a vision board. But you know the things you're gonna put on that vision board are the same things you've been putting on year after year after year. There's no difference. It may be a different image, but it has the same intentions as you had when you first put it on your vision board, 2019, 2020. So what you gonna do about it? You're gonna start the fiscal year that they created for businesses that we call the new year. You're gonna start it hoorahing the same vision, the same ideology, the same theories, the same habits? Or are you going to do something you've been dreaming of? Try something hard. Although, side note, nothing is hard. It's only hard, but the moment you decide, easy. The steps get figured out one by one. The destination becomes more clear. So, who do you choose? Are you going to prioritize yourself? Or are you going to continue satisfying other people's needs, wants? Hi, I'm Spivey. I talk about mindset mastery, transformation, identity recoding, all of the things to improve the quality of your life, sure, but most importantly for you to become the person you deeply desire, who you've always been. So right now there are some buttons on your screen. Make sure you click them, subscribe, like. I want to talk specifically to my fellow mothers. You've given. They can read, they can write, they have manners, they have amazing personalities, they love, they're kind. You allow them to follow their interests. You talk to them. You don't shut them down. You treat them like you wanted to be treated when you were little. You're not just preaching to them. You can be anything in this world. You're showing them the path to what it is they want to be, and you're giving them access to their interests. But there's one caveat, Mom. You're telling them they can be anything they want, but you aren't following what it is you want. You aren't even interested in remembering what it is you want, mostly because you've prioritized so many other things above you. You don't even know what it looks like. Now, if you became a mom really young, like I say 25, before 25 or 24 and under, you had a very short period of experiencing, if any, adulthood and chasing your curiosity and your wonder, because you went right into someone else telling you what to do to you being in charge of another human being, and nothing but respect. But if you had some time, like myself, to go explore, see, do, experience, develop self, it's a little bit closer. It's not as new, it's not as novel. You know that feeling. You know exactly the feeling I'm talking about. The one when you decided, I'm gonna just do it because why not? Whether that was a relationship that you probably shouldn't have been in, whether that was moving out away from your hometown, or even choosing a college or university that isn't conveniently located near where you grew up, living abroad. Would you want that? What if you could be the role model? What if you could be the real model? What if you prioritize you and chased your curiosities and studied the things that you're curious about now as an adult, with no more fear of being labeled weird? Because most of our kids think we're the coolest things ever. Like when we tell them, most kids, I'm talking about at least 11 and under. I'm not talking about the teenagers. But like, and that's the prime time. This is when you build a lot of trust. And it's almost like you have to be selfish to be giving. You can't pour from an empty cup. They're going to choose who they look up to. Even you doing and following your dreams isn't going to make them look up to you. And they definitely probably don't have the same dreams as you. If they do, great, because you can like steer them right into the direction, but most likely they won't. But it's not that. It's your habits. They see what you do every day. They see what you do on a daily basis. They see how you speak to people on the phone. They download all this information to develop a character profile on their mom. Now, if you were to do that for yourself and audit yourself before this new year, I think you would be doing yourself a great service. And it's not to show yourself how horrible of a person you are, because a lot of people are really over just doing all the healing. The whole point in doing the audit is to pause, reflect, and then create an action plan. Now, if you're looking to make a change or transformation in the new year, I'd highly suggest you do this audit, followed up with a reflection, and then complete a challenge. Now, you do the 21-day challenges, the 7-day fast, the 30-day challenges. I think that's a great start. But I think if you want to embed this transformation into your DNA, I think you need to do it for 100 days. And so what I did beginning January of 2025. And so far in 2025, I released 50 pounds. And this is me not changing my diet until beginning of June, like end of May, like last couple days of May. So what I did was I stacked the habits of who the person is I desired to be would do. But I only did one habit at a time. But I had to do an audit. And I had to come to the realization that I was full of shit. I had to reflect on the attributes that I was displaying, from how I dressed, from how I took care of myself, which was bare minimum, to how I spoke of myself, etc., beyond. And doing that, I was able to see exactly what it is I needed to do first. Instead of trying to do all the things to change at once, instead of looking at me changing and adding 7 habits at once, I stacked one habit at a time until it embedded in my identity. And that's exactly what identity recoding is. That's what transformation is. That's what mindset mastery relies on. You think you can beat it in with discipline, but it's really about who you believe of yourself. This is in many ways. For me, the weight loss journey, it still continues. It's not the end. I've reached 50% of my goal sustainably. Hallelujah. And I've added other things. And I have just decided that I'm going to go even deeper in prioritizing myself. And what does that look like? It looks like many things, and some will be documented, most will be private. But the most important thing in this journey is you can't only visualize and affirm. Sorry, you can do whatever you want. You in charge. You got the power to change your life. That's the truth. You have the power to change your life. It's all within. Everything you're looking for is already in you. And the reason I brought up your past is because it still sits right next to you. You've just diminished it in some way. I want you to go reignite that. I need you to remember. I need you to recall. I need you to pull it back to the top. And I need you to prioritize yourself. I don't need you repeating what crappy story you've told yourself and why you can't pursue it anymore. I need you to think about how you speak. And if you don't care about yourself, that's cool. That's one thing. That's your choice. Everything's a choice, do you. But if you do care about yourself, watch how you speak to yourself, because you're listening. And if you want to go even further, they're listening, moms. So infuse yourselves with the good. Infuse yourselves with the powerful, okay? Infuse yourself with the wonder, the grit of the person you want to be now. Don't wait until you realize and actualize that, because it's not going to happen. You have to be that now. Let me not say it's not going to happen. Anything can happen because you hold the power. But if you recognize you hold the power, then you're kind of doing it. Girl, mom, go reclaim your power. Straight up. Reclaim your power. Okay? No one has access to your innermost thoughts but you. Reclaim your power. Reclaim it. The world needs exactly what you've always been. I need you to remember it. I need you to recall it. This isn't some lifelong healing project. This is a right now remembering season. You need to remember so you can tend. And so when you tend to something, it grows and it glows. This isn't about aesthetics for others. This is about internal embodiment. This is about you transforming. This is about you. Make it about you. It's about you because you matter. Remember that. You matter. You matter. That's all I got. I want to just speak that from the heart. You matter. So, you matter, Mom. We matter. Our dreams, our curiosities, our interests. Go remember them. I dare you. I talk more deeply about this on my newsletter, so make sure you click the link in the bio, join us over there. But yeah, remember who you are. Remember on like, what was that, Black Panther? Remember who you are. Yeah, I need you to do that real fast, all right? Peace.